Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Tico here, bringing you guys a video of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been a while since I've done a video of Yu-Gi-Oh! Related purposes, and I figured I would bring you guys something that would kind of show that I'm still around and I still do play Yu-Gi-Oh! Every now and then. And recently I have been playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dueling Network in the last couple of days, and I've been trying to brush up and catch up on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Skills and my Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge with all the new deck types and new, the new ban lists that actually happened like a month or two ago, about 2 months ago I believe. And just trying to wrap my head around why Judgment Dragon is back at 3 for Lightsworn. So anyways, this video is a deck profile for my deck, the Koa'ki Meiru Beatdown. Now this specific deck type that I have right now is focused straight up on attack, and so far for the last couple of days I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dueling Network. It's been very successful at going 2-0. So I'm just putting that out there. It's a very stable deck. So let's go ahead and get down to exactly what I got going on working here. First, we got Koa'ki Meiru Uranite. Now, Uranite is actually the ace of the deck. It's actually the specific card that you want to win games with. When you have an Iron Core in your hand, you can reveal the Iron Core while you have the Koa'ki Meiru Uranite on the field. Reveal the Iron Core, and you can search any Koa'ki Meiru monster from your deck, summon it to the field, and that's pretty much the effect right there. So it allows us to swarm the field with our most powerful creatures right away from the deck. To go for the game. So anyways, next we got the Koa'ki Meiru Crusader. Now Crusader is a card that if you will notice, both Crusader and Uranite are both Beast Warriors. So to keep them on the field, you need to have a Beast Warrior in your hand, or discard Koa'ki Meiru, an Iron Core to Koa'ki Meiru to the graveyard. Now both of these work together, and Crusader, if it kills a monster through battle, then you can return any Koa'ki Meiru monster from your deck, or an Iron Core to Koa'ki Meiru from your graveyard to your hand. So it works pretty well. And the effect of Crusader when it kills a monster in battle works even if he's also destroyed. So if you attack a monster that has equal attack with Crusader, you still get his effect. So it's pretty nice that way. So both of these complement each other quite nicely. Next we got Koa'ki Meiru Berserk. Now Berserk, I would say this card is the second ace of the deck, because this card it has a wonderful effect. When it kills a monster through battle, it can attack once again. So it's a 2000 attack monster that is a warrior, and you can search it up with Koa'ki Meiru Uranite. So you summon a 2000 attack Koa'ki Meiru Uranite, reveal your Iron Core from your hand, special summon Koa'ki Meiru Berserk from your deck with 2000 attack points. So you have a 2000 attack point and then another 2000 attack point. So and then if this card kills a monster through battle, it can attack again. So it can attack twice, just like Blackluster Soldier and Void of the Beginning's effect can do. So it's pretty nice that way. So if you let's say the opponent has like a monster with 1800 attack points, Uranite into Berserk, attack with Berserk, do 200 points of damage through battle, and then attack directly again for another 2000, and then attack with Uranite for another 2000. That's 4200 right there, very easily. This card being a warrior, it requires warriors or discarding Iron Core from your hand to keep it on the field at the end phase. So for that specific reason, we got 3 DD Assailants in the deck. Now 3 DD Assailants and 3 DD Warrior Ladies are kind of self-explanatory, at least in my opinion. Because one of the things about the Koa'ki Meiru Beatdown is that they lack what you would call a good defense, but these specific monsters are good for attack and they're also good for defense. And while they're also warriors, they feed the Koa'ki Meiru Berserk. That way we can keep them on the field even longer. Next we got Tornado, Koa'ki Meiru Tornado. Now this card is also self-explanatory. It's actually one of the best cards for Koa'ki Meiru archetype, because you can return an Iron Core from your hand to the top of the deck and kill every special summon monster your opponent has on the field. So that's kind of like I would call it a dark hole for special summon monsters on the opponent's side. I would call it a Raigeki. This also works even if the special summon monster the opponent's special summon are face down. So if the opponent special summons a monster, flips it face down with Bukamoon, this card will still kill it. So it's pretty nice that way. And being a Koa'ki Meiru monster, it can also be searched with Koa'ki Meiru Uranite by revealing the Iron Core in your hand. So we got combos like, let's say the opponent has about 2 Synchro monsters on the field, or maybe a Synchro and an XYZ monster on the field. Summon Uranite, reveal your Iron Core, special summon your Tornado from your deck to the field, and then put the Iron Core back on top of the deck to kill every special summon monster the opponent has, and then attack directly with both monsters for the win, hopefully. So it works that way. Next we got Neospatian Grand Mole. It's a good card for attack and defense, same specific purpose that the DD Warrior monsters got in this deck. So next we got 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. Self-explanatory as well, take care of back row defenses. Then we got 3 Dark Cores. Now Dark Core is a card that is very underrated, and I believe this format Because I believe with all the recent new cards and recent synchros and recent XYZ monsters, there's a lot of them that got effects that negate them from being destroyed by card effects. But this card removes monsters. It removes them from play. So it actually works against a lot of the monsters that most regular cards that we're used to using, like Smashing Ground, a Dark Hole, Mirror Force, or Torrential Tribute, do not work against those monsters. But this card does. And you know, the cost of having to discard a card in your hand is no big deal, because you can discard any Koa'ki Meiru card, and at the same time, once you kill a monster with Crusader, you just put that Koa'ki Meiru card back in your hand. So you really lose nothing from it. Or you can discard an Iron Cord of Koa'ki Meiru. Once you get about 2 or 3 in your hand, they're kind of useless because you only need 1. So next we got the Iron Cord of Koa'ki Meiru. It's at 3 for, you know, of course it's going to be at 3 because we need as many of them as we can get. Next we got the win condition of this deck. Once we got an Urnite and once we got a Bergzak. I will actually upload a video of me showing what I use with both of these cards. Let's say, for example, I start a duel and I have a Urnite, I have a Iron Cord of Koa'ki Meiru, I have a Core Orbital Clock in my hand. Just those 3 cards alone, that's all you need to win a game. So let's say for example the opponent summons a monster with 1800 attack points, or 1800 attack points, and you got an MST in your hand. They set a back row. You can play the MST to kill the back row, summon the Urnite, reveal the Iron Core, summon Bergzak, activate the Core Orbital Clock. So both Bergzak and Urnite gain an extra 500 attack points, becoming 2500. Then you can discard the Iron Core in your hand to power up both Bergzak and Urnite by an extra 1000 points, so they both become 3500 and 3500. That's thanks to the effect of the Core Overclock, of course. So the Bergzak would attack the monster that's 1800. The opponent will lose 1700 life points. And then he will get to attack a second time for another direct damage of 3500. Then the Urnite will get to attack for another direct attack of 3500. And that's game right there. It's happened quite a few times since I've been playing with this deck. We also got 2 pot of dualities. Now 2 pots of dualities. I'm not running 3 because 2 is perfect, and 3 sometimes they get clogged up in your hand, and sometimes you end up picking up another copy of duality from your deck whenever you activate the effect. So it's kind of like a waste, and it slows us down because we cannot special summon with Urnite the turn we use it. We also got 2 Forbidden Lances, which is kind of self-explanatory. We got 2 Fire Formation Tenkies. Now Tenkies work because they can actually power up Beast Warriors by 100 points, and they can search out Beast Warrior monsters from our decks to our hand. So we can search out either Crusader or Urnite for the win if we got an Iron Cord on hand. So it works out quite nicely. We also got Book of Moon, of course. It's self-explanatory. It works well with Crusader and Bergzak because it puts a monster in defense, allowing them to be able to easily kill a monster, especially if it's a strong monster with a lower defense that they can get over. It also works well with DD Warrior monsters because it flips them face down in case they're going to be destroyed by an effect, and since they got their own effect that actually protects them, you know, they're still a good defense in that way. So we also got Dark Hole, we got Reinforcement of the Army to search the Bergzaks and the DD Warrior monsters, and we got 2 Royal Decrees to negate traps that will try to stop us from winning the game. So that's about the deck right there. I would say for the side deck, I got 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, simply because I think this works well against like Dark World or other deck types out there that use dark monsters. As you guys know, there's no dark monsters in this deck, so it does not work against me. I got 2 Chiron the Mage. This is for stall. It is a Beast Warrior monster as well, so it feeds into Crusader and Urnite. And we can discard a card that we no longer have any use for, a spell card, and kill a spell trap on the field. We got 2 Kinetic Soldiers. This works against any decks that have warrior monsters, specifically 6 Samurais. We got 2 Cyber Dragons against machine decks, and I have 2 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragons, so I can summon that whenever the opponent has machines. Sacrifice their machines to summon my own Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. We also got 2 Cursed Seals of the Forbidden Spell. Discard a spell and it seals a specific spell for the rest of the game. The opponent can use it. We got 3 Fended Chains. We got a 3rd Royal Decree and a 3rd Forbidden Lance. Over here we got 2 Utopias. We also got Brotherhood of the Fire-Fisted Tiger King because that's for Beast Warriors. Beast Warriors right here. We also got Daigusto Emerald. We got Eviction Merrow Geist. We got Gaga Cowboy. We got Heroic Champion Excalibur. We also got Evil Swarm Ouroboros. We got Noble Swarm Beelzebub. We have number 44 Sky Pegasus. We also have Villain Sigma, I guess I usually call it. And we have Ujente Kagetsuchi. Now these cards, as you can see, they work with 2 Beast Warrior monsters. And a lot of them also work with, what do you call it? Like Excalibur works with having 2 warrior monsters in play. This is because If you for example do not happen to have a Koa'ki Meiru in your hand for the cost at the end phase to keep your Koa'ki Meiru monster in play, you might as well tune it, or what do you call it, tune it, or you would say XYZ overlay with another card to keep a stronger monster on the field. So it just kind of works all pretty well together. It's like a very synchronous deck. There's like a synergy to the deck that I cannot describe it. You gotta play it yourself. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed the deck profile, and let me know if you're going to try out this deck in the comments below, and what you think of my layout and build. And if you do try, let me know how it worked out for you. So yeah, catch you guys later, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Peace out.